Alright, it's time for us to take down Sacred Coil. We are about to do the final mission for this faction, and I'm very excited to absolutely destroy them. This mission is a pretty good challenge, but it's also pretty good fun as well. So it's going to be nice to put my strategy and tactics to work. We've got the same setup that we had last time. Unfortunately, I'm still not happy with the weapon mods that I have for Claymore, but there's not really anything better that I can give him. Though what I could potentially do is take the targeting system off of him and give it to Verge, but even that is not super beneficial to me because I don't Verge, Cherub. They're both very pink. And this is not super beneficial to me because I don't use Cherub's gun very often, but if I do, then I'll get some extra benefits from it. I'll hollow target whatever I shoot at. So this is gonna be fun, and we've got our work cut out for us because this is a big challenge, and most people that have played Chimera Squad will attest to the challenge of especially the final boss room in this encounter. So let's get in there and do some work.
Sacred Coil isn't trying to hide. They think it's too late for us to stop them. Let's prove them wrong. Whoa, there's a massive power source ahead of you. See if you can track it down.
Alright, from the looks of it, we've got two absolutely horrible breach points to deal with, and that's unfortunate. They both have enemies that are aggressive, so agent damage is likely for both of them. But for this one, I have to be very careful about how I use my agent abilities in this mission because I want to save a good amount of them for the final room. And when I say a good amount, I mean like probably most of them, especially the really powerful ones like Godmother's Target Analyzer and Alpha Strike. And I potentially want to save Phalanx as well for the final room because this mission is unlike any other mission because there's a real feeling boss fight that comes in this one, and there's also a guy standing right in front of us. All right, yeah, we got a guardian at the top of the stairs, and he's aggressive. Well, he's gonna survive. That's unfortunate. He is aggressive, though, so he's not going to put up the shield right away, but I'm pretty sure he's very high on the initiative, so that shield is definitely going to come out. Alright, time to feel some pain, folks. Is Guardian number 2? Of course he is. I do have fan fire, so I could potentially blow an asset immediately with an 83% chance to hit. That's pretty good. To save me from some frustration, I would love to have fan fire for the final room, but I mean, come on. I may as well save myself from some pain early on, right?
So close.
That nearly didn't kill him, by the way. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what we got going on here.
No impact.
Oh yeah, we got this. We're so meta, dude. It's so good. I love being meta. Alright. So the way I want to play this is I want to reduce the amount of pain that I have to deal with early on. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this Ronin into stasis. Ain't nobody got time for him. So he's just not going to get to move for the whole round. And then we're just gonna keep it simple and deal with the android here. I think this explosion is gonna hit Cherub, but he's shielded, so it's fine.
Well done. Brought my tongue.
Fun fact about Sacred Coil: if you do them last, then your chaining jolt is not strong enough to one-shot androids. Of course.
No match for the blades.
Oh, come on. I've baited myself. What a mess. I didn't think he was going to go for Patchwork. I thought he would have gone for Cherub because he's closer. But unfortunately, Patchwork wasn't shielded, so she took some unnecessary damage there. It's frustrating, but it's fine. Let's shoot him in the face for messing with our girl Patchwork. There you go. You don't like that, do you, asshole?
Clean hit.
All right, so now we've got to defend against 2 waves of reinforcements, and within both of those waves are more Ronin. So that's not fun. I'm gonna sprint up to the door with Godmother just so she's kind of in position. Hopefully I don't regret this. Hopefully they don't come out the door and just cut her up, because that would be absolutely awful. I always feel kind of weird about playing meta strategies, because in the case of a lot of XCOM games, I actually enjoy the meta, so I don't feel bad about playing with a strategy that is really optimal. But in games like Destiny, I tend to find the meta to be unenjoyable, so I actively avoid it. With that in mind, though, I try to find the balance between playing the meta, not playing the meta because I'm playing in an alternate way that I find very fun and enjoyable, versus not giving myself unnecessary frustration. And what kind of unnecessary frustration could I be giving to myself? Well, for a little while, I was trying to play the early game of Chimera Squad with Shelter.
You cannot stop us.
And it honestly made the game miserable. So I'm just never going to try that ever again. But I've also done other strategies where I start without Shelter in my roster, and then once I get 4 squad members that are really strong, I'll swap one of them out in place of Shelter. So then it just works out better, because we've got people that can carry him and ensure that he gets to the place that he needs to get to. And this Ronin over here, you would think he's a problem, but he's not. Smack him in the face, Cherub. Get him. We've got this pretty well under control. Between the kinetic shields and just our overall placement, the enemies can't do all that much against us. Unfortunately, it's being very careful to avoid directly pathing next to Patchwork and Godmother, so it's not taking damage from our Overwatches. And 2 more of them are about to come in. So that's probably the most annoying thing that's happening right now, is my Overwatches are useless because we're not close enough together. So why don't I correct that by just standing Patchwork out in the open next to the guy? And I can get double damage here, but I can also set up a kill on number 7. I think this is probably a better choice, setting up the kill, because Cherub can bash number 7 if I set him up like this. And then what we have here is the perfect opportunity to throw double frags. Double frags? I meant double shrapnel. Or let's just see what happens here, right? Let's run next to your friend, please. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on. No! Alright. I mean, that could have been the most glorious thing ever if he ran next to his friend who was standing next to a shrapnel bomb, but he jumped off the ledge right at the last second. That's tremendously annoying. But we deal with these things as they come. So we'll shoot at this guy, hopefully get the hit. It went straight over his head. There was no question that was a miss, but we have another opportunity to shoot, but unfortunately we have to reload. So, feels bad. Preparation doesn't even help us against them because their hits are 100% chance. Alright, well, at the very least, we can prevent possible damage, maybe. If they come to attack anybody in this area, the attack is just not going to work, so that's nice.
Book 'em.
Alright, let's see how this plays out. We got 2 Ronins on the field, 3 kinetic shields. He's using tempo surge, sniffing on that cocaine. Close combat specialist, of course it misses because of lightning reflexes. But the angle, he's still not walking next to Patchwork to trigger her voltaic arc. That's what it's called, right? Voltaic arc. Yeah.
Can anyone cover me?
Sure, we'll subdue him. We need to put him down anyway.
Arrested another target.
Acting a fool. Oh, I'm rooted. Oh my goodness. Yep, there it is.
Missed my target.
Yeah, you did. Oh, I think I could have killed him
You're
with a
dead.
shrapnel. Ugh.
You cannot keep me down.
Damn it, I think I could have killed him with a shrapnel. It does 5 damage now. Damn it. Alright, so I took some unnecessary damage. And by the way, I think everybody on my squad is rooted, which is annoying, but... Alright, we got him.
Good hit.
So, that was the first encounter, by the way. We got bruised up pretty decently across the board, especially Claymore. He took a lot of shots there.
Gunfight in the Sacred Coil Cathedral. Sounds like an old movie. What's it like in there?
The atmosphere sensor on my gremlin is reading an unknown chemical.
That explains the pheromone dispensers. Must be keyed to hybrids, so they feel at home in here. Sure, it's harmless. Hold on, that power source doubled its output. Whatever they're up to, it's in the next room.
Interesting. Alright, so we're going to have to use the Medipatch this time. Enemies deal +1 damage during the breach. We're obviously not going through that door. We're going to send Claymore, Cherub, Godmother, Patchwork. We'll put Godmother last, that's fine.
Entering.
And now we're going through. That beautiful camera angle that I know you guys love so much. Alright, so we got a Purifier, Android, Guardian. Alright, let's take out the Guardian. Let's just straight up focus him hard. As hard as we possibly can. I could potentially Phalanx, or I could have anyway, but I don't want to. I want to save it for the final room. There we go. We got him down. And I'm going to cover rush. Ouch. Maybe I should have used Phalanx. Oh, look at that. We got the boss
You're
over here.
too late. The elders answer our prayers.
Oh boy, here we go. Have I miscalculated something?
The gatekeeper. What's wrong with it?
No! Your presence defiles it!
Oh, it's running away. Well, that's interesting. That was a bit unexpected. I've never had that happen before. Also, I probably should have used Alpha Strike. I also probably should have checked to see that the boss was in this room. Oh gosh, Godmother's in the back. All right. Well, I think it's obvious how we deal with this. We just blow everything up. I don't think that was ever a question for that needed to be asked.
Throwing explosive.
So we've got 1 shrapnel, and then we send out the grenade. And that's big damage. Nearly killed the mech and that guy that's in the back. But the real issue is Bellis Mar, because he's basically a Ronin, and Ronins, as you saw in the previous room, they do a lot of damage. But I'm not gonna be able to properly kill him in just one phase. But I can get rid of a lot of pain and frustration just by chucking all my assets. Why didn't that hit? Oh, it did hit him. It just didn't pop up the number. I mean, but look at him. He's so low. Oh, and I actually can't even see him with Claymore from this angle, so that's unfortunate. The only reason I was able to get the damage that I got was because of the shrapnel. Well, overall, I think this was okay. We did a lot of damage to what is the main bad guy that we have to contend with. So he's using that tempo surge again. And his face is now everywhere. Your Overwatch is meaningless. And he's a rooted Claymore. Oh, and there are reinforcements coming, by the way. In case that wasn't clear. Oh, we're taking so much damage. Okay, I gotta start drinking my med kits now because this is we're getting roughed up. Yeah, we're gonna drink the med kit immediately. So we've got a lot of problems right now. There's 5 enemies on the field, one of which is just completely overpopulating the timeline. Bellismar is ridiculous, but we also can't one-shot him with our bash. So maybe I should just promote somebody up with team up so that I can get rid of him for real, because he needs to go. He really just needs to go, and I think Patchwork is probably the best person for that job because she can guarantee the kill. Yeah. So we're gonna bring Patchwork up. I'll just... Yeah, you know what? Alright. It's time... I don't... I hate this map so much. Alright, we're gonna push Cherub up.
Found a better position.
Because the reinforcements are gonna come out of the psionic gate that is down there. And I want him closer so he can bash things easier. So we move Patchwork next to Bellis. We get the zap. Only 2 damage. Wow. But he's gonna die to the chaining jolt. So that's nice. And you know what? I'll save my frag for the reinforcements. Alright, Bellismar. It was nice knowing you. He was gonna be a substantial threat, but we played our cards right. And now he's not.
Jolting the target.
You got him.
So that cleaned up the timeline considerably. But there's still a lot of junk that we gotta worry about. Oh my god. Patchwork is a really juicy target. She's at max health, so she's probably not gonna die. But it's never good having one of your units flanked. Oh, right in the fucking head. You should return the favor. All right, it's time for some overtime. Shooting at this commando with overtime proc feel. What's this camera angle? This feels like a waste of a shot, but he was next on the turn order, so I want to get him killed.
Great hit.
And then let's just try and get him. Nice. All right, so far so good. Nobody's bleeding out. Cherub is the highest risk person right now. And now the plot thickens. Okay, thankfully the purifier... Alright, so in order to properly stop the reinforcements, I have to rush up to these 2 generators on the... Oh, there's only 1. I have to go over to this 1 generator and shut it down. Or maybe it says overload the first generator, so maybe after I activate this one, the other one on the other side of the room will activate, and then I'll have to shut that down too. But for now, we're just going to focus on clearing the board, because we have a lot of explosives, so clearing things is going to be pretty easy. I mean, look at this. There's 3 enemies clustered together. My shrapnel does 5 damage when it explodes. Oh, that stupid android in the back is going to blow himself up as well. And in just in case there was still doubt in your mind about the power of Godmother, I am about to use her to shoot 3 enemies at the same time. And I'm going to use her to heal Cherub because he's taking a lot of damage. No, we're not going to shoot Cherub, obviously. Beautiful. That was actually nuts.
Protected from all angles.
So now I think it's just a matter of getting a good cleanup now. And the first thing that I want to clean up is the Andromedon shell, and then the rest of the stuff can go after that, because the other enemies aren't as threatening. The Andromedon shell just, it punches so freaking hard. So I'm gonna chuck my grenade out on the android, and then we'll shock the shell, and then we'll just deal with the rest of the guys, in whatever way we can.
Blowing some fuses.
Not bad. All things considered, this could have been way worse than what it was.
By the numbers.
I'm happy about it. The final missions are definitely the coolest thing in the Chimera Squad playthroughs, because they combine all the different enemy types that you are going to face, and you really gotta just know how to deal with them effectively in order to truly succeed. Because when you go into this for the first time, it's an absolute mess, and it's hard and it's uncomfortable because it feels just overwhelming. But the more you play, and potentially if you lose, you come to terms with things, and you're like, okay, I think I understand what to do now, and things get better for you the more that you work with it. But it's nice. The final missions, they feel like they are a good way to wrap up the game, or the faction investigation, and then the real final missions are amazing. I enjoyed the hell out of the final missions. The final mission, like, this is the final mission, but it's not the final mission. This is just the final mission for Sacred Coil. You know what I'm talking about. And don't pretend like you don't. I was hoping that would roll higher.
Covering the distance.
Ooh, hot.
Put those flames out.
Arrested the target.
All right, encounter number 2 is clear.
There's something very off about that gatekeeper. If this is part of Sacred Coil's plan, we have to stop that thing.
All right, we got one more. First unit through is marked until the end of the turn. Well, there's no way for me to avoid this. There are 2 vents, but I don't have any infiltrator weaves or torque on my squad, so I can't go through it. But now, I suppose, since this is the true final encounter, Godmother in the second slot, we get to enact our plan. I sort of want to have Claymore in the first slot for more DPS, but I'm gonna put Cherub in the first slot because I'm gonna use his ultimate ability this time. So let's get in there.
Reaching in.
Grenade out.
Let's see what we got. We got that increased crit chance on Godmother. We've got Cherub, and we've got 2 aggressive enemies that I'm pretty sure I can't kill effectively this time. We're just going to phalanx. So this is going to build up our charge, and then that's going to help our ultimate. And I'll just alpha strike on the turret. Got the kill. I don't want to. All right. We're gonna cover rush with our last 2 guys. Yeah, that's a pretty good percentage, but I'm still gonna cover rush. So there we go. Yes, shoot Cherub. Feed me more power. All right. You guys are gonna get to see some ultimate Cherub right now. This is Cherub Unchained. This is the full potential of this character when paired with Godmother as well. Why are there 4 spectral zombies on the field? Ah, because the gatekeeper is waking them up.
Oh, hell. That gatekeeper had a use for Sacred Coil. Just not the one they expected.
All right, well, this is fascinating. So we've got Supercharge. We have 3 stacks on our shield. First things first, we got to get Godmother protected because she is about to get reckless. Step number 2, activate Supercharge. Wham.
Fire at will.
Damage is increased. Let's see what we can do with it. Where's the gate? Wow. Okay, there's too many enemies on the list. What's my hit chance on the gatekeeper right now? 68. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. So let's take a really long blue move so we can get kind of closer. But it I know this is risky, dude. I know this is freaking risky, but if I can potentially kill the gatekeeper with these AP rounds and all this crit, what you gonna do with all that crit on your shotgun? You're gonna shoot at the freaking gatekeeper. Imagine I didn't have line of sight on it. How awful would that have been? Also, what's with this 0% chance to crit? That's annoying. Oof, 8 damage. Does Ventilate scale with Supercharge? No, it doesn't. But Ventilate still potentially does more damage than my normal attack. So I guess we use Ventilate and hope it kills the gatekeeper. I would love to kill the gatekeeper right now. Guys, come on. Please? Come on.
Down.
Oh my god, did I actually click on the wrong target just now?
Hostile down.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
What have I
Let it
done?
go to your head.
This happens to me way too much when I play Chimera Squad. I ventilated the wrong enemy. The gatekeeper lives. All because I'm an idiot. Oh my god.
Disabling the prey's weapon.
I mean, it rolled low anyway, so it probably wouldn't have killed it, but well, we gotta work with a bad situation because I'm an idiot. Godmother's in a terrible position. She's honestly probably gonna bleed out. Then again, the mech is gonna use micro missiles. Oh, that's so juicy. He got all of us with that.
Ouch. You okay?
No, not okay in the slightest. Oh, this is gonna be the turn from hell. 4 enemies get to go before Godmother goes, and she's been rooted.
I can manage.
She's gonna bleed out.
Not like this.
There's no way she survives this, by the way. Alright, never mind. She lives. She's gonna live.
The training paid off.
Alright, what's he gonna do? Fire? Yeah.
Still
Oh.
here.
Oh, I've made huge mistakes. I regret everything. I take it all back. The bright side to this is that Godmother is not gonna die, but now Cherub might die.
Watch my back.
Good move.
I got the hostile.
That was a good shock
Gives
right
us
there.
more
We got
room to
3 hits on that. Okay. So Godmother is rooted right now, and she's on fire. So let's use the med kit on her. And the real question is, do I stasis Godmother to save her from getting dookie blasted by the gatekeeper? Or do I go offensive, capacitor discharge, and kill the mech and the Ronin? I'm thinking that I just take the offensive play here. With the logic being eliminating enemies off the board is reducing the amount of potential damage that goes out. Because with the way the turn order is right now and the positioning of everybody, Claymore cannot really kill this mech. Or the Andromeda. He can probably kill the Ronin. Can't kill the Gatekeeper. But Godmother can kill the Gatekeeper. See where my head's at? You know what? Maybe my misclick is secretly a blessing in disguise, because we killed an enemy with that misclick, and that means that we've reloaded our gun, so I should be able to double tap the gatekeeper.
What just happened?
All right, now, okay. I say all that, but the gatekeeper is about to blast her in the face. Maybe? What is it doing? Okay. Everything that I think these enemies are going to do, they just don't do it. Oh, Cherub's about to get it. Goodbye, Cherub. I'm sorry. I failed you. Never mind.
That got through.
Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Keep going. You can do this.
All right, maybe I'm overthinking what. Whoa, maybe I'm overthinking the trouble that I'm in right now. Maybe I'm just imagining that we're gonna lose, and we're actually just gonna destroy them, and they're not even really gonna get to fight us properly.
Now that's protection.
Oh, Patchwork is a murderer, dude. She has done so much damage. Patchwork has literally done more damage than anybody on the squad. And it's all because of her voltaic arc automatically activating whenever something walks close to her. Or when we walk close to something.
Turtling.
Fire sprinting my way.
Crap, we didn't reload on that ventilate kill? Oh, I think our weapon got disabled by that stupid Ronin. Damn it. I was hoping to get to shoot twice on the gatekeeper. Whatever, let's just shoot once. Whoa, killed it.
Reloading.
Alright, well, crisis averted. I'm not scared of anything anymore. I don't know why that zombie's still alive, but we'll destroy it. Everything will fall before the might of Claymore and his explosives.
Okay, I'm ready.
I mean, that worked out. Look at that. I mean, look, we took wounds across the board, but just based off of the health that most of our guys had left, if that fight would have gone any longer, if we got one more wave of reinforcements in the last room or something to that effect, things would have started to get pretty gruesome. Ultimately, I think that was okay. That was an okay takedown of Sacred Coil. It wasn't as crispy clean as I would have liked it to, partly because the Alpha Strike, I feel like I used it a little bit too late. I would have preferred to have used it in the second encounter, because that was the encounter with Bellis Mar and a bunch of other stuff. I could have done some cool things with Alpha Strike in there, but overall, I enjoyed that. We went full murder squad, 35 kills and 4 captures.
Reclamation analyzed the intel from your latest investigation. We've noticed a troubling pattern. Sacred Coil received external help in constructing their psionic gate. Atlas is no longer a theory. Now that we've foiled 2 of their plans, expect an escalation.
Did you find a connection to Mayor Nightingale's death?
Nothing. Focus your investigation on the remaining group of suspects, and watch for any connections to Atlas.
And just like that, we are almost done with the game. A loose network of human scions. Their vision for City 31's future is entirely psionic, whether the city wants it or not. So they are trying to force psionic abilities onto the entire population of the city, and that's obviously not good because not everybody wants that. So the Progeny is the third and final faction that we're going to take down, and you guys will have to be sure to let me know if you are enjoying this playthrough. I'll do another poll at some point to determine whether or not you guys want to see more of it or if you want to see a different game. So as always, it's been fun.